Hello, I'm Father Douglas Guthrie, pastor of St. Luke the Evangelist Catholic Church in Houston, Texas, recording Faith in Focus for Friday, November 14th. First thing I want to remind you of is on this Sunday, November 16th, we're having our Advent reflection. It will be at 5 o'clock. We have a session in English, we have a session in Spanish. So if you can handle one of those languages, please make every effort to be here. It will help you, I think, get ready for the Advent season, which is the preparation time for Christmas, for Jesus coming to us and drawing us out of ourselves into His own heart. So it's a really good time. It won't be long, and it will give you something to think about throughout the rest of the month, okay? So please try to do that. Now, today is Friday the 14th. Yesterday was the feast day of St. Francis Cabrini, a little Italian nun who came from Italy to the United States. The Pope had asked her to come here to take care of the Italian immigrants. They weren't being well treated at all. Back in the 19th century, the United States was a strongly Protestant nation. They didn't like Catholics for the most part. And most of them Italians were Catholic. Same thing with the Irish. They were treated badly. So they needed help. And Mother Teresa, St. Francis Cabrini, she came and she did wonders. She was a tough little lady, but she was a loving, giving, hard-working woman who changed people's lives. Very much like Father Michael McGivney. He was an Irish priest. Well, he was born here in the United States, but he had gone to the seminary, and he had to leave the seminary and come back home to help his mother with the children when his father died in an accident at work. So when he did become a priest, he started what became the Knights of Columbus, as to provide insurance for the poor people who were working. If the man died, the wife and her children were destitute. Look at the millions of lives that each one of them touched, either directly or indirectly. St. Francis Cabrini reached out to people and helped them so much. Father Michael McGivney did too. St. Francis Cabrini is a declared saint. Father Michael McGivney has been beatified, and they're probably going to canonize him too. They did so much good in their lives. At the time, nobody thought they were important, but they were. What about you? Maybe you're a lot more important than you realize. Maybe God is trying to use you and me and all of us to accomplish His will in some way that we can't imagine. But the more we try to cooperate with Him, the more we will understand and we'll do what He wants. And the moment will come and we'll say, "Thank you, Lord, I'm glad I listened." So let's focus on that. That's one way to get ready for Advent and Christmas, isn't it? Be a little bit more sensitive to Jesus, to get closer to His Sacred Heart, to be more like Him. Let's try, okay? And one good way to do that, come to Mass on Sunday. So see you Sunday.